Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. We're so glad you're joining us. Okay, so picture this. You've braved the DMV, right? You waited in line, sat for what is almost certainly going to be a pretty questionable photo, and finally handed over your paperwork. It feels like you just crossed the finish line. But actually, filing the paperwork for a state ID, yeah, that's literally just the beginning of the journey. Once you step out of those DMV doors, the real waiting game kicks off. So today, we're going to completely break down exactly how you can track your state ID so you aren't left in the dark. Let's dive right in. Where on earth is my state ID? I bet that exact question has been looping in your head every single time you open your mailbox, only to find nothing but junk mail and bills. It is incredibly frustrating to wait for a new card to arrive, especially since you need it for everyday essentials, opening a bank account, traveling, or just proving who you are. And honestly, your internal monologue is completely valid here. It is totally normal to feel a bit anxious when your important government documents are just sort of floating around out there. But hey, don't worry, we're going to take the mystery out of this whole thing entirely. Okay, here's our roadmap for today. Number 1, the fastest route, which is checking online. 2, decoding your application status. 3, alternative tracking methods. 4, the processing timeline. And finally, number 5, handling delayed applications. Let's get to it. Section 1, fastest route, checking online. So when you want answers right now, the digital route is a super simple 4-step process. First off, you're going to visit your specific state's DMV website. Simple enough. Second, you want to hunt around their homepage for a status check link. Now, depending on your state, it might say something like state ID status check, or maybe driver license and ID status, or application tracking. Just keep an eye out for that. Third, you'll enter your required information into the portal. And finally, step 4, just click submit. Boom, done. It's an incredibly manageable process and super easy to execute. But wait, before you even sit down at your computer, you need to gather your tools. You definitely don't want to get stuck midway through step 3 and have to go tearing through your filing cabinet, right? So you will absolutely need your application or receipt number. You'll also need to type in your full name and your date of birth. Oh, and depending on the state, they might actually ask for the last 4 digits of your social security number, so definitely have that handy just in case. Gather those 4 items and you are fully prepped for the online check. Section 2, decoding your application status. All right, so you've entered all your info, you clicked submit, and a status pops up on your screen. But what does it actually mean? Well, you'll generally encounter a few common statuses that tell you exactly where your ID is at in the bureaucratic pipeline. If it says processing, that simply means your application is currently being reviewed by the staff. They're just verifying who you are. If it says approved, congratulations, your state ID has passed the review phase and is all cleared for creation. And if it says mailed, well, that right there is the golden ticket. It means the physical ID card has been printed and is actually making its way to you through the postal service. Now, you might also see delivered, which obviously means the card has supposedly arrived at your mailing address. But if you see this and your mailbox is completely empty, you know right away there's some sort of issue with the post office or maybe your address on file. Now, please pay close attention to this last one, additional documents required. If you see this status, more information is needed from you. This is a massive stop sign. The DMV literally cannot process your ID until you take immediate action to provide whatever extra paperwork they're asking for. Seriously, do not ignore that status. Section 3, alternative tracking methods. Look, we all know the internet is amazing, but it isn't the only tool in the kit. Method 2 is just picking up the phone and calling the DMV directly. You'll want to find the specific customer service number listed on your state's DMV website. And a huge piece of advice here, make absolutely sure you call during their standard business hours, or you're just going to be talking to a robot. Oh, and you might want to put on a good playlist while you wait on hold, because we all know those wait times can be pretty legendary. Just like the online method, have your details ready before the rep picks up. Have your full name, your date of birth, and that all-important application or receipt number ready to go. The rep can then just pull up your profile and give you the current status. Okay, method 3 is for those of you who prefer a little face-to-face interaction, visiting a DMV office. But there are rules to doing this successfully. First, you absolutely must bring your application receipt with you. Second, carry another form of identification if you have one available, just so you can verify your identity to the clerk. And third, and this is actually a really big one, make sure you visit the exact DMV office where you initially applied. Why? Well, because physical paperwork and local filing systems aren't always instantly synced across the massive state database. Going back to the source ensures they have your specific local paperwork right there and ready to access. Just go up to the desk and request a status update. And that brings us to method 4, which is a bit more passive but honestly just as vital. Check your email or mail. A lot of states proactively send out approval notices by email, or they might even email you the tracking information for IDs that have been mailed out. They also use email and physical mail to send those requests for additional documents we talked about just a minute ago. So continuously monitor your physical mailbox and keep a really close eye on your email inbox. And yes, please check your spam folder. Government emails are notorious for getting filtered into spam, and you really don't want to miss a vital update just because of an overactive email filter. Section 4, the processing timeline. 7 to 30. I really want to dramatically anchor your expectations right here on this specific window. Most state IDs are issued within 7 to 30 business days. And notice I said business days. Weekends and holidays usually do not count. Now, you might be wondering, why does it sometimes take an entire month? Well, it's because this window accounts for crucial state-level background checks and, of course, fraud prevention measures. Plus, these cards aren't typically just printed in the back room of your local DMV anymore. They're usually sent off to centralized, highly secure facilities for batch printing before they get mailed out. Some states are incredibly fast and can get it to you in a week. Others, especially during the busy seasons, will push right up against that 30-day mark. So take a deep breath and give it at least this window of time. Now there is a golden rule you absolutely must follow during this waiting period. Keep your application receipt safe until you receive your physical state ID card. I really cannot stress this enough, guys. That receipt is your most vital asset during this 7 to 30-day stretch. It's your proof of application, it holds your tracking number, and it is your absolute primary defense if your application somehow gets lost in the system. Guard it with your life until that hard plastic card is securely in your wallet. Section 5, handling delayed applications. Okay, so what if your wait has extended past that typical 30 business day mark? Well, here is your stress-free escalation plan to methodically troubleshoot a missing card. Step 1, simply wait for the normal processing period to pass. Don't panic on day 12, right? Just let the 7 to 30 business days run their course. Step 2, if that time has passed, go ahead and check your status online using the exact steps we discussed earlier. Step 3, verify that the mailing address they have on file for you is actually correct. Seriously, a single typo in your zip code can send your ID to the completely wrong side of town. And finally, step 4, if it's delayed beyond the expected time and you know for a fact your address is correct, it's time to escalate the issue. Contact the DMV directly, either by phone or in person, to figure out what the holdup is. So, are you ready to track down your ID? We've covered the absolute fastest online methods, we've decoded all those vague bureaucratic statuses, we've gone over the phone and in-person backups, and we built a solid action plan just in case things get delayed. You now have the complete toolkit to manage this waiting period like an absolute pro. I'm challenging you to immediately apply what you just learned today in this explainer. Go find that receipt, log onto your state's website, and go see exactly where your ID is hiding. But as you wait for that piece of hard plastic to arrive, it really begs a bigger question. With digital wallets and mobile driver's licenses rolling out all across the country right now, how much longer are we even going to need to check the mailbox for our identity? Thanks so much for joining us, and happy tracking.